Welcome to a world of magic and mystery, where you'll find the answers to all of life's riddles. Nothing is too difficult, nothing is impossible for us to discern. Tell me, what is your question?
What should my marketing budget be?
Oh, maybe we should try tea leaves.
Andrew, Richard writes to us this week with a simple question, which is, how much should I spend on my marketing and advertising?
Well, developing your marketing and advertising budget is one of the most basic, but one of the most important things that you can do in your business planning.
Yes,
and today, I'm going to share 3 ways that you can do it. The first way is pretty basic, pretty simple. The second way, a little more intermediate, and for those of you who are ambitious, I have an advanced system for you to use. The first method I call the simple percentage method.
Okay.
And all it means is that you're going to take a percentage of your gross sales for the year and apply that as your advertising budget. For most businesses, between 6 and 10% of their gross sales works out real well. For example, if you do $100,000 in sales and you allocate 10% of those sales for your marketing and advertising budget, your budget will be $10,000 for the year. But now, Ike, here is a math riddle for you.
Oh, goody, my favorite subject.
Let's say an average sale for your business is $100, and you decide to buy an advertisement in the local paper that costs $100. How many sales would you have to make in order to pay for the cost of the ad?
Well, if an ad costs $100 and my average sale is $100, most people would say that you have to make 1 sale to pay for the ad.
You're right. Most people would say that.
No.
But a $100 ad that generates a $100 sale actually equals a 100% advertising budget. Remember, we want to budget 6 to 10% for advertising. To better explain, let's turn it around. If you budget 10% for marketing and advertising and you spend $100 on an ad, that ad must generate $1,000 in sales in order for the cost of the ad to remain 10% of the sale.
That's because 10% of $1,000 in sales equals $100 in advertising.
Exactly. A lot of people forget about this when they're spending money on marketing and advertising, but as you can see, it's very important.
Okay, so what is the intermediate way to calculate a marketing budget?
Well, I call it the profit per customer method, and it works like this. Let's say your business made $200,000 in sales last year, and after expenses, you had $100,000 left in profit. Now, let's say you had 1,000 customers. By dividing the number of customers into the amount of profit, you see that each customer was worth $100 in profit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if an advertisement costs $100 and you think it will bring in 1 customer, does it make sense to buy the ad?
Well, if the profit from the customer is $100 and the cost of the ad is $100, then it doesn't make sense to buy the ad because there'll be no profit from that customer.
That's right. But now, let's say the ad costs only $50.
Then it makes sense because there will still be $50 of profit left over.
Right.
Okay, so what is the advanced way to calculate a marketing budget?
Well, I call this the lifetime profit per customer method, and it works like this. Let's take that same customer. Remember, they're worth $100 in profit each time he or she buys your product. But here's the difference. Over 10 years, they buy your product 20 times. Now, their lifetime profit is $2,000. So in that case, does buying a $100 ad make sense?
You better believe it, because you'll spend $100 to get the customer, but over 10 years, the profit from that customer will be $2,000.
Exactly. Now, please understand that these are very quick, simple explanations of these methods, but they should help you get an idea about how you can approach developing your own marketing and advertising budget. The details of your own business, cash flow, seasonality, those kinds of things will help you determine which one is best for you and how you might want to modify, change, or apply them to your own business.
So, Andrew, what's our action step for the week?
Our action step is this. Use 2 of these 3 methods for calculating your marketing and advertising budget. Then compare the results and determine what your own budget should be.
Now remember that using 2 different methods may produce 2 entirely different answers.
That's right. If you do 2 different methods and you compare them and find out the numbers are real close, you have a real good idea what your marketing budget should be. But sometimes those numbers are quite different, and you may have to determine which method actually makes the most sense for you, or average the numbers, or go back and look again. You may have calculated incorrectly. You might have to fine-tune those numbers a little bit. But whatever method you choose, whatever the numbers are, this will help you begin to develop a marketing and advertising budget for your own business. So work on that this week. We'll see you next week. I'm Andrew Sokol.
And I'm Mike Krieger. Bye-bye.